Anywho, let's continue. Okay. That won't work either. You can't find it. I mean, it's important to make sure you can't get any of this back. A new mech soldier. Alright. Wait, aren't they like walking around everywhere? You can't just... But, well, I guess they would home in on your position. And they look like Ziri.
Believe in yourself and do your best.
Destroy all hostiles.
Huh. What's with the look? That's an interesting choice for mech soldiers. Don't overdo it. I mean, you gotta get you out. Gotta get you out of here, right? You see the line that Neptunia just had? That's what I've been expecting to happen.
There is no future for you. There is no.
They won't take me down that easily. Wait, I should definitely have the part if it looks like Ziri. It's like they're now actually letting, ironically, when Neptunia should be at her weakest, letting her be as powerful as she should be. Okay. Back to Eastwar.
What a relief to be back in one piece.
What happened? Black smoke. Yep, come from the base. I get a feeling she's going to go wipe everybody out. Who would have thought? Hey, R4's moving. We don't know of many places she can be. When did mech soldiers get over there? Maho, there have been many kids that have died already. Alright? Does this finally make you see? Eastwar escaped. I see. In the forest. Okay. We have to run. Oh, that's Ziri. That's what saved you? Well, thank goodness. I thought it wasn't working though. I see. Had to turn on by, yeah. But again, I thought you couldn't get it to work. It burnt itself out, didn't it? Well, an important feature. You know what? I'm not gonna question it. Wait, is it another one? Did you make two? Because I thought you made it to be a time machine. No, it's the same one. Story about a man who went to cut grass in the mountains. Huh. Why'd you set out to do that? I actually like that it's being able to take care of the kids. Again, though, I'm just questioning on how it got back up. Thought that was the point of the mission in the first place, that you all needed to leave. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, I cannot be the only one that feels. But then again, you all know how the story ends. But I feel like even without that, anywho. Glad I had something to burn. The fire can be used for a light too. Try to restart it again. Is it not? I thought version 16 verify calculation system. Okay. And I guess it's just a time travel function that wasn't working. Okay. Well, I imagine there's some danger coming. Yeah, you all are out in the forest. The Southern Isles? That actually makes a lot of sense. To, travel on sea if they're just on land. You didn't tell them? It's kind of crazy for Eastward not to even mention it to them. Yeah, that makes sense. It'll create a new present, and yeah, of course Eastward would know this. Yeah. So this actually happened. Like, there is a branch. Like, for me, it's different than the Conquest ending. Conquest ending is kind of like a what if. This isn't a what if. This is part of the actual timeline because Gray's sister coming to meet them happens. So therefore, all of this had to happen. If the branching becomes a paradox, the repairing of time can cause all timelines to fuse. I don't think that's... Hold on. What did you say? If the branching becomes a paradox, the repairing of time can cause all timelines to fuse. I'm trying to think of all the times I've seen or thought of time travel. I don't think I've ever heard it being resolved like that when there's a paradox. Like, let me go down the possibilities for me. A, you can't actually change the past, and what's happening when you going back in time is actually something that already did happen, right? B, you changing the past creates a butterfly effect, whereas one small change creates a lot of big changes, the things you couldn't consider, that kind of thing. Though Gray's sister seems to think that the world ending up in that way it did will be inevitable. So I guess you could say it's like a quote-unquote canon event. And that, I forgot what the word is, but where certain events will happen no matter how much you try to change them, if they have a significant impact on the timeline. But they make the rules, but that's why time travel, good writers, I feel unless they know exactly what they're doing, they stay away from it, because timelines just all of a sudden fusing, that wouldn't mean just this timeline. That would mean a lot of other timelines as well. Though I guess no one's ever time traveled, so. But what would that fusion even look like? Like, that seems like a terrible. You're assuming that. I need to know how fusion would happen. Because again, I am thinking that this game, especially now knowing that Mahos did this, it would need to end one way for me. Time travel is involved, but it would involve, it's not a fusion that I'm talking about. And that creates a great contradiction. That's if you didn't have memories of you meeting yourself, which I guess you do not. I mean, yeah, at this point, it is worth attempting. And it's planes of path of the what? Okay, path of the chase. I'm assuming that would be them. Or is that just a haphazardly throwing the music tracks? Like, this music track was for a mechanical base, not a bright green forest. All right. Yeah, I'm healed. Getting close to the ship yet? We're pretty far from the shore. It's gonna be a great... See, again, using myself as an example, if I'm Maho, I'm not joking like that. Ever again, until I get the world to a semblance back to where it... Some semblance of where it used to be. No, it makes sense. You want to get there quickly. Yeah. Deserted island. That makes sense. There's probably a lot of small areas that that R4 probably didn't care about. Jump to the past right after you get to the island. Everything's gonna go great. It's good they have a detection device. But I am wondering if can they track Ziri? Powerful energy source, R4. Yeah. That makes sense. But I mean, if you can't transform, honestly, Eastwar would make more sense to stand back, but...
They may be strong, but if we fight like we always do, we'll be fine.
Are you bigger? No, just the angle. It's gotta be Ziri. If there's an actual reason, that would be hang around that whole time. Well, that is true. If they've been making a ship, so they didn't notice you until now. I mean, it's possible, you know, draw them all in one attack. Let them finish the ship and then try to finish them all out. But I thought R4 wasn't capable of thinking like that anymore. Wait, are you doing so many daggum combos? Okay, hang on. Was there another person here? No.
Prepare yourself. There.
Sheesh. All right, yeah, let me actually start dodging.
Restore strength.
All right, get back in the fight.
Prepare yourself.
This is a pretty... I probably shouldn't have switched.
No, no.
But we'll be fine. Just keep pouring on heat. That's it? No after the fight?
Where are we?
Lines? Okay.
I'm excited to see what's inside.
Oh, thank goodness. More weapons.
I can
The
protect
light
us all
blade.
with this.
Wait a minute. That's a third one. Oh, Neptunia actually have 4. We normally have 3 types of weapons.
I can protect us all
Where's the
with this.
conquest ending loadout? Or the, you know, that stat. Wait, do I have my basic weapon? Is that what I equipped? Yes, it is. That must be the last weapon we're gonna get. fine. Well, at least I got him. Neptune got Victory Slash. Huh. Her most powerful attack. It's been a while since I heard that. And since they aren't actually here... Oh, which, yeah. It'll probably be that you aren't gonna actually say Victory Slash. Well, another event. Somehow we managed. Another boss battle? Huh.
Destroy all hostiles.
Alright. I just wanted to try... Oh, you think R4 hasn't done anything yet? Oh shoot, does Neptune not have any combinations? Or... yeah, combos? Either way. 32 EX cross combination. You have all of them. Oh, well that just missed. All the more reason for you to get out of here. That is true.
Damage confirmed.
Looks like R4 still just... Oh, that's why you... Sheesh, trying to read the dialogue. She's getting... But I thought you said she can't reason. Okay, well, either way. You're using item KK? Yeah, Neptune doesn't have any I never cust...
Come on, let's go.
Oh shoot, we're in trouble.
Resistance is futile.
In fact, I don't think... Have I transformed to Neptune once this game?
Damage confirmed. Damage confirmed.
I don't think so. Well, at least let me give you a Victory Slash. Ah, there we
Chance
go.
won't slip by me.
The target will be obliterated. Damage confirmed.
I kind of want to use... Nah, I need to heal.
The target will be
Alright, we're almost done.
target will be damage confirmed.
I'll fix this after that. Oh, were you trying to use,
Level up.
trying to heal yourself? Combo maker. Now, what the heck you do? I didn't customize these, I don't think. Okay, I changed it. Let's see how it is now.
Wow, a treasure chest.
Treasure hunter? I guess. Alright, now let's see. 1. Okay, that's better. Yeah, that's much better. Okay. Oh, they're on really low health. Alright, and we got a save point. Now I'm gonna take a break and I'll catch you all back. Basic hammer. How is that stronger? With a name like that? Attain 100 items from destructible objects? Okay.
I'm excited to see what's inside.
Silver Wand and Dreadnought. Is that... Rom. Anvert. Well, I sure hope there's not a battle here because there's no save point nearby. Or, I guess, end of the map? No battle. But it looks...
Where are we?
Well, either way. They're gone. Did they follow the boat? Oh, no. Okay. R4. Wait, we're gonna fight R4 like this? Okay. There is a battle then. We should be fine,
We
right?
may be strong, but if we fight like we always do, we'll be fine.
Bow before me.
Huh. I mean, she did speak. They were doing good with the, what the? Nope. Unwinnable battle. I was just thinking there hadn't been an unwinnable battle. But,
Your pitiful lives are worthless.
Yeah!
nah, we can't beat this thing.
I will send you to your
Well, it says we're supposed to buy time.
perish.
Here I go!
I mean, are they doing some damage? Nope. I mean, I feel like we're supposed to lose, but I'll still try. Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. Just go Maho. Yep. Yep. Didn't Maho say she was the one that was gonna buy time? Yeah. Yeah.
Kiersey, you're hurt! I'm fine. You're not fine! Is R4 unbeatable?
I mean, considering it makes sense. We don't even have the. If I had the sword, then maybe. But without that, 1-on-1.
Why won't she finish us off? What is she doing? She's not aiming at us?
The ship.
What is she aiming at? What's over there? Oh no!
I left a comment saying, how did I predict? Like I said, you do what the most messed up thing you can think of. And that's pretty much what's gonna happen. Are they gonna destroy the whole ship?
That's where everyone is!
By they, I meant the writers. Like, I didn't know if they would go this far. Okay, now that's crazy. That's crazy. They actually did that?
Oh no! The ship! Everyone!
Eastward died? Nah, bro. For some reason, that amongst everything is what really gets me. I guess because everybody else died in the Conquest ending but Nepgear. But Eastward? Wait, I have Compa too? Nah, bro. Nah, bro. At this point, if that's the case, we run. Nepgear has the power to transform once, right? She can carry one person, right?
What was this all for?
But she can't carry, I don't think she can carry Ziri with her as well.
Endgear version 16! Final protocol! Kiersey?
Understood. Activating final protocol. Master, Maho, excuse me.
Endgear version 16. Maho and I are priority. Get us as far away from R4 as possible.
I'd say something about that, but again, even in the anime, apparently Nepgear could not carry untransformed Neptune and Plutia by herself. Why? I have no idea. But apparently that's the case. But that means Ziri has more physical strength than her.
Understood. Traveling at maximum speed.
Wait, let me go! But everyone is...
I mean, there's literally nothing you can do at this point.
Okay, we'll be safe here for a little while. Endgear version 16. Remain on alert.
Understood.
Kiersey, why did we run away? R4 killed everyone and we just watched!
Didn't they already? See, that's the thing though. Like, I just want to point this out. That's why I was having an issue with Maho's personality before. Most everybody's already dead. Maho should have had this reaction a while ago. And maybe she did, but just to... Like, that's what I'm saying. I would not be in a joking mood after something like that happened. For me, the real tipping point would be the actual CPUs falling, because that means you lose your ability to fight back drastically. But anyways, like I said, I'll keep my comments short from now on. Not sure what part of this in the video this is, but
That's exactly why we ran. We wouldn't have been able to do anything to stop her. Going back there wasn't gonna help anyone.
But...
Ugh.
Kiersey! That wound...
and of course, Nepgear is fatally wounded.
One of the mech soldiers hit me as we fled.
I see.
Wounds critical. Sutures and a transfusion will be necessary for survival.
We have to get you treated!
It's fine. We don't have the equipment. I'm not gonna make it in time.
I see.
No, don't say that, Kiersey. You can't leave me all alone out here.
I mean, I basically saw this coming, so it's not too surprising. But still,
The bleeding won't stop. What am I supposed to do?
I don't like seeing it.
I know. We can time travel now and...
We cannot.
Why?
Insufficient energy to time travel.
Okay. So if it seems that Maho's being left alone for years after this, then that can at least account for the change. Because like I was saying, she might have to fix Ziri before she can time travel.
What do you mean?
I'm sorry, Maho.
Kiersey?
I've been keeping a secret from you. The amount of energy necessary for time travel is gigantic.
So you thought there was no hope then?
That's why we can't go to the past as things are, no matter what.
Then how? Kiersey, what are you trying to do?
Well,
Master's vital signs declining. Activating final protocol.
Wait,
Transferring rights to new master.
no, it has to... No, it has to still be time travel. I was thinking, is Nepgear saying she can do dimension travel instead of time travel? One that has a similar world as hers, but no.
Maho, are you my master?
What do you mean?
yes. Maho will be your next master. You need to take her to the past.
Okay, no.
Understood. Initiating energy transfer.
Energy transfer?
What? Kiersey, what are you doing?
I'm using my share energy to start up the time machine. This should be enough.
Oh. Now that makes sense. Although again, I still say CPU should have a lot more share. If that share energy can do that, it should be a lot more powerful, darn it. But yeah, her to use her actual share energy to fuel it, which since she's dying, it should work. Well, not that it should work because she's dying, but she's okay with doing it because it seems like either way she would have had to do this.
Hold on, Kiersey. If you do that, you'll...
It's okay. This was always my plan.
Yeah.
What do you mean? You can't exchange your life for this.
And Maho can't transform, so she couldn't do it no matter what.
I knew you'd say that, Maho. That's why I never told you.
This isn't right.
I'm trusting you to do this. Save them, please. You have to make this worth it.
Kiersey!
Calculations complete. Time transfer ready. Auto executing via final protocol.
So then why was Maho transformed when we first met her? We might see.
Countdown initiated. 3, 2, 1.
Maho, I thought of a name for her. What do you think of Ziri?
Kiersey!
Time transfer complete. Confirming time coordinates.
Okay, what's going on?
Confirmation complete. Time coordinates at negative 102741 hours.
I want to calculate that. In fact, I will. Okay, well, what I do know is that there's 8,760 hours in a year. So what I can do is simplify it. Let's see. Whoa, hold up, bro. Hold up. 11 years? Okay, hang on. It's been 11 years. Okay, I'll think about that later.
I'm in the past?
Correct.
Okay, let's go outside.
There's Planetune. But that doesn't mean... Huh.
It's not in ruins.
But that doesn't mean that this is current time.
The threat of R4 has not arrived in this time period.
Because I thought, you know, she just teleported with the whole lab.
The world was such a beautiful place. This is not the time!
I have to grow stronger. Kirsi will not have died in vain.
Why do you call her Neptunia later then? I don't know. The shot's kind of distracting, but anyways.
I am Gray's sister. I'm going to save the world. That was how I managed to come here. To this timeline where I made my mistake.
Which was...
What mistake?
To explain that, I'll have to talk about the dire situation that PC Continent is in.
Yeah, I was... Like, to be honest, that didn't answer many of my questions. That's the main one I was concerned about. Second one, well, how did you get here with the whole lab?
The PC continent had been ruled by goddesses much longer than this continent. They must have utilized the share energy first.
What? And how on earth did you all not... Okay. We're gonna move on. But I just wonder how that is.
What dire situation would have required the use of the share crystal?
It was because of the share crystal itself. The PC continent had developed with the power of share energy. But behind the scenes, one might say they were too reliant on it. As times changed, Planetune and the other nations caused the gradual loss of shares from the PC continent.
Really?
I created the IS crystal to resolve that. I didn't realize the grave mistake I'd made.
Gray sister?
Take it easy. You should take a break if you need to.
No, I'm okay. I need all of you to know what happened.
All right, can we talk about that, everybody? It's the question of the day segment, but that has got to be the darkest the series has been, period. And yeah, I'm including the conquest ending in that. Maybe I'm mistaken, but here's my interpretation of what just happened. Nepgear and Maho are the last living beings on the planet besides R4. I mean, maybe there's some other country on the other side of the world that they also don't know about. But at the very least, the people that they were supposed to protect are all gone. There's two things I want to say real quick. One, I left a community post, but to address it in the video itself, I'm going to be speaking a bit less in-depth, at least as far as the episode itself when it comes to my thoughts. I'm not blind. I've been seeing that the past 5 episodes, there's been a lot of pushback against the things I was saying. And I was only saying it because I thought a lot of people would agree. And, well, anyways, my goal isn't to make people upset. So I'm going to be trying to tone it down. So 1, we can keep the flow of the game going. But 2, to also hopefully not as upset people. But also, the latest comment, which also would think is the highest like comments on all the comments who have been having something to say about what I've been saying, I think is the perfect example of the second reason why I'm doing it. Because a lot of these comments, while what they're saying is some good stuff, it's not really addressing the main point that I'm trying to make. And I think it's partially my fault for saying so much. This recent comment was dealing why Uzume wouldn't be here and was giving it examples like time dilation. She could be in a dimension where the time, 3 minutes is really 3 years. in the hyperdimension, or the other idea that Uzume wouldn't know what's happening in Planetoon because every time Neptune and Neptune go to a different dimension, they lose access to their shares. Those are true points, right? But it's still not addressing the main point. Let's go back to this episode, how I was saying this is the darkest it's ever been. I don't know about you all, but me, I kind of look at the CPUs as they are literally born protectors that are, in theory, the perfect leaders. They are made from people's hopes and desires. So it's an unbiased system giving the most people the leader that they want. So if you have a problem with your CPU, it's your own fault. Because you, like, that's what's great about Neptune. It's like, you can say what you want, but the people put her in charge. They literally said, we want this. And my theory was that the candidates are for the people who want slight changes to their CPU because they tend to be similar to their older sisters. And I also thought that's why Uzume had her strong abilities, because especially looking at what R4 is doing now, the people being terrified and wanting somebody who can combat this power explains perfectly why Uzume can do the stuff that she does. But here's the flip side. As they are born protectors and leaders, I also kind of treat them in the same categories as heroes. And one of my favorite heroes has a quote that he lives by: with great power comes great responsibility. So let me get back to that comment. What you were saying was true, but it's not addressing the main point. In this episode, the last of possibly the entire population except even Nepgear, except Maho. Maho was pretty much the last surviving person, from what I'm gathering, in this timeline. And we also find out it's been 11 years. Even if what you're suggesting can explain for Uzume's absence, I'm still having a problem because, well, I think this quote from Spider-Man explains it best.
Look, when you can do the things that I can, but you don't, and then the bad things happen, they happen because of you.
From my understanding, and this is why I say that this is bad writing, partially because I don't need to be theorizing this. We should have a definite answer on what's going on. Heck, I wouldn't be surprised if the writers were hoping to use some of the explanations as a reason for what happens later, because they couldn't think of anything when they were writing the game. But anyways, the point is, from what I gather, especially since Neptune and Nepgear don't seem worried about Uzume at the moment, either she is dead, or she willingly traveled to another dimension herself. If she did that, then that means even if she was only gone for 9 minutes her time, she still left them for 11 years, and because she wasn't here, all of this stuff happened. And that's basically my main thing. They needed her help, and she wasn't here. Regardless of what the reason is, because honestly speaking, if I'm the writer and Uzume just got them or her memories back, remembers how much Planetoon means to her, to me, the most likely thing for her to do would not be to go off on an adventure. It would be to explore the world that she has missed or she hasn't seen in a long time, reacquaint herself. She would still be on the planet, certainly not in another dimension. And the only thing I can think of on why she would leave that would be a good excuse is that, there was a world-ending threat. But then again, in this episode, this is a world-ending threat. In short, this is literally the worst possible situation I can think of. And they need to literally give Uzume the best reason they can think of. And even then, it might not be enough for me. Because even if Uzume comes back, like, say, sometime recently. But no, see, that's another thing. If you think about it, the fact that it's been 11 years, this is a timeline, right? If they can reach Uzume, if she was going to come back in those 11 years, why didn't she? Because if it's a matter of communication, Eastward literally located Neptune in the Ultra Dimension without knowing which dimension she was in. If Uzume went to another dimension willingly, at the very least, a communication path should have been open. But now, see, this is why I said early on, I need to limit my thoughts. Because we can't have me doing this throughout the episode, although I think this was fine. Long story short, I'm just trying to say for me, it hurts that she wasn't there when they literally need her. All the people she cared about, except I'm guessing maybe Umio will probably be with her. Because yeah, essentially anything aside, Umio should still be there if Uzume's not. But if she is alive, she failed them. And the timeline aspect makes it seem like, because if there was a way for them to contact Uzume, they should have been able to. Within the 11 years before things got to be this bad. Time dilation aside, that should still be an option. Which is why I titled what I did last episode, because this situation, it truly should be that there was no way out. Now, the question of the day, I might be better served asking it next episode, as I know what happens next episode, but I feel like this episode is good enough. I want to ask you all, do you think things got too dark? Because I did read some comments that was a complaint for the series on how dark it got. And I can't see it being quite the mood shift, especially if they haven't been, like, there hasn't been a tone of seriousness in the whole game. You know, I used to say that the game matches the tone of the main character. Uzume and Netgear are serious characters. Plutia and Neptune are silly characters. So their games, Rebirth 1 and Rebirth 3, silly. Rebirth 2 and Mega Dimension, serious. And I'd argue, especially after that last scene, that Maho, well, it's more like a cohabitation, Nepgear and Maho, but Maho's like the primary focus. And Maho is not always a serious character. It's interesting. So if we're primarily focusing on Maho, a lot of moments we're getting are silly, even though it's a serious game. I'll discuss it later, but either way, that's the question of the day. Just curious to see what you all think. Next episode, I'm going to have some other stuff to say. So I'll ask this question now. So with that being said, please post your thoughts down in the comments below, and I will see you all next time.